to this Veterans Day Parade in New York City. Perhaps the best attended one in at least 15 years.
A lot of people marching and a lot of people supporting, Paul.
Absolutely, and they came from all over to participate in the parade, which when we first started it, some of the veterans were saying, let's call it the Nation's Parade.
Yeah.
And others said, that's a bit much for us. Well, no, it isn't. They came from California, from Maryland, from Maine. They came everywhere to come here to New York and walk down and up this street and to say thanks and to listen to these New Yorkers who were taken out from a work day. It's not a vacation day.
This is Paul Buca, by the way, who we're talking to, a Medal of Honor recipient, combat veteran of Vietnam. So great to have you with us. You noticed the Blue Star families float. Tell us about the Blue Star families.
Blue Star Mothers, and I first got to know them. I went to their convention. There were 500 ladies in Grand Junction, Colorado, and I asked them, I said, exactly what are you? They said, we're the mothers of those who serve. Started in World War I, and they used to put a blue star in the windows of the homes where young men and women were serving their country. And then when someone was killed, they took the blue star down and put a gold star in, and that gave birth to the Gold Star Mothers. So of all the Americans that we see that have the most invested in these wars, it's first the Blue Star Mothers and Blue Star families, because they have relatives, their most precious resource they own, are participating in serving this country abroad. And then the Gold Star Mothers, who stand like a vision. They wear white. Everywhere they go, they stand for purity. They have given more than anyone else. They've given their sons and daughters for this country. And they're just very, very special and very inspirational.
Well, we're looking at the Air Force walking up New York City
Looks
on
like
Fifth Avenue.
Is this the Air Force Academy by any
Looks
chance?
like the Air Force Academy.
Very sharp.
From Colorado Springs.
Hey, Paul, just so you know, I got a tweet from the West Point Band. They were very happy that we gave them a shout out. Lots of people tweeting that they're enjoying watching the parade, learning about you, learning about the other men and women who've served our country so well. Yeah. So thank you, for watching, and we still have more to give.
Right now, we're going to go to Mike Woods. He's on Fifth Avenue. Hi, Mike.
All right, hey there, Greg and Rosanna and Paul. Tell you what, we have another Paul Rykoff here from the IAVA, which stands for
the Iraq and Afghanistan Veterans of America. We're the first and largest organization for the new veterans coming home. We got about 500 of our folks down at the back of the line doing push-ups to keep warm.
Wow.
And they're really going to bring some huge energy. They've come from all over the country, and they're really excited to be here.
All right, so over 500 now. Where are these folks coming from?
We had folks who took a bus from Cleveland and were waiting at the Flatiron Building at about 5 this morning. We had people who flew in from Los Angeles. We've got a couple folks that just got back from Iraq and Afghanistan. So they've come from everywhere to be here in New York for the greatest parade in the country.
And what's it been like so far today?
It's been great. It's a little cold, but it's a lot warmer than it is in Afghanistan right now, right? So we keep it in perspective, a lot of good energy, and we're just honored to be a part of this. Honored to be a part of something that brings together veterans from so many generations, and we're just trying to keep up our end of the mantle.
And how about that New York love? I mean, are you being shown the love out here?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you know, New York gets a bad rap, I think, sometimes. People don't realize it's a military town. We love our troops, we love our veterans, and there's no finer day to show it than this parade.
All right, Paul, thank you so much. We thank you for everything that you do. Happy Veterans Day, and a big salute to you and all your men and women.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
You got it. All right, we'll be right back.
We appreciate your dedication, your commitment, the fact that you're out there showing honor. Keep your head low, keep your heart solid, keep your morale high, and stay focused on your mission. Happy Veterans Day. Peace.
On 9/11, I was on my way to Kingsborough Community College in Brooklyn to register for the semester. I was on the bridge and the train stopped, and it was like out of a movie. People were running across the bridge and the towers were burning. My mom says that I said to her, "Mom, I'm leaving because I'm not gonna let them come and kill us here. We're gonna fight." I'm proud to be part of that legacy. I'm proud to be part of that history, and I know my family is proud.
We're all proud.
I was privileged enough to meet that young lady
you
once.
Did?
Yes,
when?
yes. Oh, it was about a year or so ago over on the USS New York when it was in town, and she's tremendous. All right, well, we have a couple of special guests lined up for Mike Woods along Fifth Avenue. Mike.
All right, tell you what, Greg, we've got a very special guest here, a Medal of Honor winner. This is Bruce Crandall. Recipient. I've got to get with that. Exactly.
All right.
Oh boy, we got the band going by. So Bruce, tell me, okay, so you're a recipient of this Medal of Honor, and the one that I see that you have here is for valor. So yes. What's that involved?
Well, it's the highest award that you can receive in our military. And there's 85 of us living recipients, and the average age is 78. And
wow.
It was actually a little higher until we got the 3 young guys, and they brought it down about a year. But most of us are in the upper age group, and it was all Vietnam or before. But now we have 3 living recipients in the War on Terror, and they're outstanding young men. They're really good.
So it really is quite an honor. And so what's it like for you to be out here a part of this Veterans Day Parade, the largest one in the country?
Well, it's a time to give back, actually. We're veterans from the long time ago.
Yes.
And the veterans of today are the ones we're trying to honor, because they're the ones that are the best that we've ever had. They're volunteers, all of them, and they've come home, and we want them to be given the opportunities that sometimes we didn't have.
Because in the past, there have been some situations where it wasn't so great for the vets that came back, obviously, so now we're trying to change things up.
Yes, and rightly so, because they used to blame the warrior because they hated the war. But nobody hates war more than the warriors. We seem to have a disconnect there in the 60s and the early 70s. So now you see the young men and women in the airports wearing their uniform, and everybody's treating them with respect.
It's a much different scene than what we had way back.
I had while I was in Vietnam, a teacher refused to teach one of our sons because his father was a killer in Vietnam. And the kid was a straight-A student and an Eagle Scout and never caused trouble for anybody, but the teacher thought that...
They made him pay the price.
Yes.
For something that was, he was honoring the country.
Yeah, well, the teacher was lucky my wife didn't kick her butt, but...
Well, you know what, as she should,
yeah,
as it seemed. All right, Bruce, a Medal of Honor recipient.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm a fairly quick learner.
Well, yes, you did a good job.
Thank you very much, and all the best to you. Thank you for everything you do. All right.
Paul, do you know him?
Know him well.
Yes.
Know him well. One of the things that's important to realize that most of the medals, contrary to rumor and mythology, are given to men, and hopefully women will be recognized soon for the battles they're fighting in Afghanistan and Iraq. But they get it for saving people. That is the challenge. The game Medal of Honor, when it came out, was originally how many people you kill, the higher your medal. We met with them, we talked to them. Steven Spielberg changed it and said, let's have the game Medal of Honor be, you get the highest medal for the most people you save. And that's what the act that is usually before the soldier or the airman or marine, it's seeing the imminent loss of life of their friends. This is what Bruce was all about. He went back to help a unit. He didn't even have an armed helicopter. He couldn't have shot people if he wanted.
He did not have an armed helicopter?
An armed helicopter on 14 November 1965. He flew 22 missions to bring ammunition and supplies and evacuate the wounded. Just as Paul said, he saved lives, as opposed to taking lives. Well, a real hero, and we just met him during our special coverage.
We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.